Good morning, everybody. It's a Monday morning. It is raining. It's supposed to rain all day, and I'm a little stressed out because it's the first time we've left the puppy home alone for an extended amount of time. He did not want to go to the bathroom this morning. He ran around and peed a bunch, but he didn't want to go number two. So I'm gonna be like in and out of the house all day, checking up on him. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys just a quick 5 tips that I found helpful when I first started, doing the gig work with the different delivery service apps. So I just, give you those 5 tips and talk about each one for a minute. The first tip is scheduling blocks. So with Doordash specifically, you can schedule a week out. So I think today Monday, so you can schedule next Sunday today. Usually about 3 o'clock I found in my area. You know, hit or miss 3-4 o'clock. I usually get on about 3 and start checking. Usually if you get on early enough before like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, usually you can get whatever time you want for that day, however many hours you want, when it comes to scheduling. So scheduling is a big thing. You need to schedule yourself on days that you're going to be able to do it. Schedule your blocks. It helps a lot, because then you don't have to wait for an area to be busy or to become busy to get on, and then you're not limited to 30 minutes or an hour. Number 2, I've talked about this a lot before. Don't ever take an order unless you're getting $1 a mile from the restaurant to the drop-off location. And round trip, you need at least 50 cents a mile to make that trip worth it, minimum. Like, I don't even want to talk about or think about doing anything else. You have to know your worth and know that you need at least 50 cents a mile, just because gas prices. But 50 cents a mile round trip, $1 a mile one way. So that's my rule. I mean, you can come up with whatever you think is best in your area. Every area is different. So that's basically what I do. Number 3, this is huge for me. All right, set a minimum amount that you are willing to accept. Okay, so my minimum is $5. I will not accept an order under $5 no matter what, and it just doesn't do anything for you. All right, $5 is my minimum, because if you're getting a $3 order, that means there's no tip. If you're getting a $4 order during a regular day, that's a $1 tip. It's not worth it. You need at least a $2 tip. If it's peak pay and you get a $5 tip, or if it's peak pay and you get a $5 order, that means you only got a $1 tip. You know what I mean? And vice versa. If it's peak pay and it's a $4 order, there's no tip added. So why would you want to help somebody or deliver somebody's food that doesn't tip? If you can't afford to tip, you can't afford to order food or eat out. That's my thing. Tip, you have to account for your tip. We work for tips. Tips make up about half of what our actual income is, based on, when you add everything up. Tips are about 50%. So set a minimum dollar order amount. And stick with it. Don't break that rule for yourself, because you're just going to end up getting upset about it when you do. Number 4, I do this. I found this to be like really helpful. When I first started dashing, I was eating out every day, just because it was convenient. I was, eating all kinds of fast food spots. I'd have to pause my dash for 30 minutes to go in, grab a bite, and then come back out. And then by the time I came back out, I was really full and I didn't feel like continuing. So I pack a lunch, like a sandwich, bag of chips, piece of fruit, and maybe like a snack cake or something, or a piece of chocolate, candy, whatever, just something to snack on throughout the day. And then on Fridays, if I made it, if I had a good week, then I'll let myself go, grab a bite to eat if I want to. Sometimes I pack my lunch on Friday, sometimes I will go out and grab a bite. That's just kind of like my little reward through the week, So that helps me a lot. If you live close, if you're dashing in your area that you live, and you can pick a time to go home and eat, you can do that. But then again, that cuts into your earning potential for the day. And number 5, this is huge, because you know, they 1099 us at the end of the year. So we get a 1099 from DoorDash. They don't take taxes out. You have to save for your taxes. So I save 25% of my earnings strictly for taxes. Some people save more, some people save less, some people don't save at all, and they get hit with a huge, you know, they owe at the end of the year, a huge tax bill. So this goes along with that. So number 5, always keep track of your miles. I have a book I write down every time I start in the morning. I account for my miles in the morning when I get in my car, and I account for my miles in the afternoon. So number 5, huge, keep track of your miles. I write them down every day when I start and finish, and then I add them up so I can see how many miles I drove that day. There's a lot of apps out there that do it for you, but then, you know, they want to charge you. So I find I just keep track, and then I add them up every month, so I know, like, okay, so I drove this many days this month, so I drove this many miles this month, and then you have 12 months of how many miles you drove. And then I forget what the amount is that you can actually, it's a few cents per mile that you can account for when you're filing taxes. So it's just a good thing to be to keep track of. So those are anyway, those are 5 just 5 little tips from me, you know, that I wish I knew when I first started doing this. So but anyway, if you like what you saw today, you know, and you find these helpful, give the video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out to know, like, what you guys like, what you don't like. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get this thing rolling. Comment, let's engage. I reply to every comment. So, you know, give me suggestions on what you guys want to see. If you want more like tips and tricks videos, you want to see me do more dashing, you know, other things. I do a lot of other things too on my channel. It's not just for DoorDash, but, you know, that's like one of the main, you know, it makes up one of the main focuses. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see y'all in the next one.